When ultra-wealthy art collectors pay exorbitant sums for famous paintings and sculptures, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman made headlines in 2017 when he spent $450 million on Salvator Mundi. However, several other celebrity collectors also own nine-figure masterpieces. Pablo Picasso's Les Femmes d'Alger sold for $179 million to a Qatari prime minister in 2015. Other celebrity collectors include David Geffen, whose $2 billion collection includes works by Pollock and de Kooning. Stephen Cohen owns pieces by Picasso and Monet. As for music moguls Beyoncé and Jay-Z, they have works by Basquiat, Warhol, and Kerry James Marshall gracing their walls. While flashy price tags may overshadow art's intrinsic cultural value, they confirm the prestige billionaires derive from owning these trophies. The celebrity art world has some deep pockets, but does that determine true worth? First, let's examine the masterpieces and their legendary creators before getting to the celebrity collectors with the deepest art budgets. Salvator Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci. Estimated value $450.3 million. No artwork has ever sold for a higher price than Salvator Mundi, the ethereal portrait of Christ as the savior of the world, attributed to the original Renaissance man Leonardo da Vinci. It's the only known painting by the great master still held in private hands. The allure surrounding Da Vinci's artistic genius, the relative rarity of his paintings, and the tumultuous authentication process Salvator Mundi underwent all contributed to its record-smashing auction price of over $450 million when it was snapped up by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in 2017 through a proxy bidder. While Salvator Mundi may be the world's most expensive painting, it hasn't publicly resurfaced since the seismic auction. Some speculate the Saudi leader may have gotten cold feet after doubts emerged around the painting's attribution. But if he still has it hanging on one of his palace walls, Crown Prince Mohammed surely shelled out enough to land a spot on this celebrity art collector list. Les Femmes d'Alger by Pablo Picasso. Estimated value $179.4 million. The bold colors and angular planes of analytic cubism come alive in Spanish master Pablo Picasso's 1955 painting Les Femmes d'Alger, part of a 15-piece collection inspired by 19th century Orientalist art. This vibrant cubist twist on the classic odalisque fetched a mind-boggling $179.4 million when it was auctioned at Christie's New York in 2015, setting a record for the highest price ever paid for an artwork at auction at the time. The painting found its deep-pocketed buyer in former Qatari Prime Minister Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani. The extravagant art connoisseur was already famous for his purchases of high-priced Picassos. But his penchant for prestige later embroiled him in a national scandal when he was accused of using public funds from Qatar's sovereign wealth fund to finance his elaborate shopping sprees. 3 Studies for Lucian Freud II by Francis Bacon. Estimated value $142.4 million. Francis Bacon's intensely personal portrait, triptych 3 Studies for Lucian Freud II, fetched a staggering $142.4 million when it smashed auction records for the highest price ever paid for an artwork by a living artist. The 1969 trio of paintings captures Bacon's friend and fellow figurative painter Lucian Freud in a distorted but arresting style, evoking themes of psychological anxiety. When the triptych went to auction at Christie's New York in 2013, Russian billionaire and Chelsea football club owner Roman Abramovich added it to his elite art collection. As a prolific art buyer known for dropping up to $100 million a year on paintings, Abramovich was no stranger to blockbuster auctions and record-setting bids. Interchange by Willem de Kooning. Estimated value $300 million. There's a new holder of the record for most valuable paintings sold privately. Abstract expressionist Willem de Kooning's kinetic landscape Interchange shattered expectations when hedge fund billionaire Ken Griffin purchased it for a staggering $300 million in a private sale facilitated by Sotheby's. The fiery red and yellow bursts of paint seemed to almost leap off the canvas in de Kooning's renowned 1955 painting. As an influential early practitioner converting painting into a non-representational form of artistic expression, de Kooning pioneered the abstract expressionist movement. So when hedge fund tycoon Ken Griffin wanted to make a big statement addition to his extensive art collection in 2015, he set his sights on Interchange. Number 17A by Jackson Pollock, estimated value $200 million. Jackson Pollock's splatter paintings represent a radical breakthrough that brought contemporary art into new territory. His experimental painting technique revolutionized sculpture and painting by bringing action and process into the final composition. Number 17A perfectly encapsulates Pollock's iconic drip style with chaotic yet captivating layers of red, yellow, blue, and white streaks. Billionaire art collector David Geffen snapped up the 8-foot by 4-foot painting from the Museum of Modern Art in 2016 for a reported $200 million. Known for his keen eye and early interest in emerging artists, Geffen boasts an astonishing art collection including works by Kooning, Rothko, Johns, and Koons. His elite roster of artists ticks all the boxes for blue-chip art status. Number 6, Violet, Green, and Red by Mark Rothko. Estimated value $186 million. Massive fields of color take on a sense of profound depth in the work of abstract expressionist painter Mark Rothko. His signature color field paintings were created to provoke emotion and invite introspection from viewers through subtle shifts in hue and form. In Rothko's number 6, Violet, Green, and Red, 3 blocks of color seem to glow from within, radiating luminescence from contrasting shades of green, red, and purple. When Russian billionaire Dmitry Rybolovlev purchased this Rothko painting for $186 million in 2015 through the Geneva branch of yacht dealer and art broker Yves Bouvier, it became one of the most expensive private sales of a single artwork. But Rybolovlev later sued Bouvier for fraud and continues to take legal action, alleging the art dealer hid the actual prices of the pieces and pocketed the difference. Balloon Dog Orange by Jeff Koons. Estimated value $58 million. Jeff Koons cemented his reputation as the world's most expensive living artist when his metallic balloon dog sculpture sold for an astronomical $58 million at auction in 2013, shattering records. Weighing 700 pounds and soaring over 10 feet, his highly polished steel sculpture was part of his celebration series. When it went to auction at Christie's, it fetched the highest price ever for a work by a living artist. Billionaire art collector Peter Brandt snapped it up for his prolific contemporary art collection. From Da Vinci's ethereal Salvator Mundi to Rothko's contemplative color fields, these cultural treasures now reside in the hands of the mega-rich, hedge fund titans, big tech billionaires, entertainment moguls, and chart toppers who have paid eye-watering sums to own these masterpieces and cement their social status. David Geffen, founder of DreamWorks, Geffen Records, and Asylum Records. Estimated net worth $11 billion. David Geffen, legendary entertainment industry mogul and founder of DreamWorks and Asylum Records, possesses the world's most valuable private art collection, conservatively valued at over $2.3 billion. Spanning various 20th century artistic movements, his vast collection centers on abstract expressionist works by artists like Pollock, Rothko, and de Kooning, for whom Geffen has repeatedly set auction price records in recent years, demonstrating both his immense wealth and his keen eye for important modern artworks.